Assuming you have 1 million cash right now with you, this could be in US dollars or any local currency of your country, and you'd like to keep it in your bank for, let's say, 5 years at an interest rate of 6% per annum, just as an example. And you're asking yourself what will be the future value. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you both the manual way and also using the future value function in Excel. And without wasting time, let us start right now. For this first example right here, you'll head over to this cell and start typing equals the cash that you have right now into open brackets. You say 1 plus the percentage or the rate, close brackets, then to the power of 5, the number of years. And when you hit enter key on your keyboard, you'll see the future value figures for this particular example. And what we've just done is using the manual way to do it. In our second example, still on the manual calculation of the future value, assuming you have the interest rate of 12%, just as an example, and you have 5 years, so I'm going to put in here the number of years, 1, second year, third year, fourth year, and the fifth year. Then definitely you have a starting balance of 0, and you're making a deposit of 1 million like we saw in our first example. So what will be the interest in here? You'll come to the cell and say equals, you open bracket and then say C6 plus D6, which is the deposit of 1 million, close brackets, into our annual interest rate, which is 12%, sitting in cell B3. So I'll go ahead and put dollar signs to make it absolute, F4 key on the keyboard, and then hit enter key on the keyboard, and you can see that our interest is 120,000. So our ending balance then will be the sum of these three figures equals sum of C6 up to E6, close brackets, and then hit enter key. So this will be our ending balance. Then in our second year or period, our opening balance will then be equals to the ending balance. Then we shall also make a deposit of 1 million. So I will pull this figure all the way through. So for the interest, let's also copy the formula. So I will hold and drag all the way through to the fifth year like this. Let me do it for the opening balance as well. And at last, let's also do it for our ending balances. So you can see that our entire table recalculates and we are getting a future value of 7.1 million. This is still the manual way of doing it, but let me show you how to use the future value function to achieve literally the same result. So I'll come over to this cell and say equals, the formula is FV, open brackets. You need to supply the rate, which is 12%, sitting in cell B3, comma. The number of periods or the net periods is 5 years, comma. The PMT will be our deposit that we have to make at the beginning of each single year, which is the value sitting in cell D6. The present value is of course 0. We are starting up with nothing. And the type that we have to use is 1, which is the beginning of every period. And when we close brackets and hit enter key on the keyboard, we literally get the same value. However, it's showing as a negative, and to convert this into a positive value, you'll just come over to the formula bar and put a negative sign at the start of the function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. Your value will properly convert into a positive value. So you can see that the future value function, the automatic method, is also delivering the same value as using the manual calculation. So those are the two examples I wanted to show you in this short video tutorial as far as calculating the future value is concerned. See you in the next video.